Hello vinyl community and anyone else watching this. I'm back with another video, or possibly two. And this one's going to be another recent finds video. Little story behind this as always. But before I get started, as always, I want to say hello to my new subscribers, hello old subscribers, hello everybody watching as many videos as I can. Right now, not unusually, my internet is totally down, been down a couple days. Plan on putting this up at work tonight, hopefully. So, watching what I can, doing what I can, that kind of thing. So, last Sunday, there was a record show in Binghamton, New York, and I was wanting to go. I wasn't so excited to go. I figured it would be mostly the same vendors that were there 2 weeks before that at the Ithaca show. And it's more than an hour away. And I wound up not going because I only could get like 2 hours of sleep. It was really raining. It was really windy. And I just didn't feel like driving for an hour plus on the highway in high winds and rain. And so I shut my alarm off. I went back to bed for just like another hour. Then I got up. So now I'm on 3 hours sleep instead of 2. And I took a trek to Ithaca and I went to Angry Mom's Records instead. The only bad thing was I found out a little later that BC member Jeff Party was at the Binghamton show, and maybe I could have met him, which could have been cool. But I didn't. So anyway, I went to Ithaca and actually found a couple of things that I've been looking for. I've been very into power pop and bubblegum lately, both. And I see the connection between them. Some people might not. But, so I was looking for some of that kind of stuff, and actually, like I said, found a couple of things that I actually was looking for. And at the end, I've got a few things I've gotten online and elsewhere that I'll show as well. So I'm going to get started with a couple of 45s that I didn't get from Angry Moms. But they go along with this bubblegum thing I've been into. This one on Mainstream, the Fun and Games Commission. And Today, Tomorrow. And this is basically a bubblegum band with a little bit of psych influence. It's a promo, clearly, white label promo on Mainstream. And these guys turned into just the Fun and Games. They dropped the commission thing, they got signed to Uni, and this is their biggest hit, the grooviest girl in the world, backed with It Must Have Been the Wind. And on Buddha, a sucker for Buddha. And this is sort of the theme to the whole thing, but it didn't come out till around 70, I think. This is the rock and roll, I can never remember this whole thing, the rock and roll Double Bubble Trading Card and Company of Philadelphia 1914 band. And bubblegum music, sort of the soundtrack to the whole thing. And there's the B-side, whatever that is. And they said just into the whole bubblegum thing lately. A while back, Steve, Flipside CT, did a great video thing on bubblegum. Check that out. And also there's a really good 18-minute documentary floating around YouTube on bubblegum. Definitely worth watching. So at Angry Moms, first thing I picked up is the Animals. Eric Burdon and the Animals. The Twain Shall Meet. This is the one with Sky Pilot on it. And also has Monterey on the MGM label. You guys know what the MGM label is. I don't need to show that. So pretty happy to find that. And this I just thought was cool. It's called Pickup Van Morrison. It's on Bellafon. It's a German LP. And what this basically is Van Morrison's first album, TV Sheets. there's your track listing, and just by your track listing you can tell that that's exactly what this is. So I thought this was pretty cool. I'm a sucker for imports, and heck, I'll show you the Belafonte label. Actually, it's Pickup Belafonte. It's the orange label, and really nice shape on this. And again, sucker for imports. So don't have Van Morrison's first album on vinyl either. So very glad to add that to my collection. I saw somebody else, and I can't remember who picked this up, probably about the same day I did. It may have even been Jeff Party. Picked up not this, but a TB Sheets album, and basically same thing. Speaking of bubblegum, Wheels, the Hardy Boys. This is their second album, I believe. The Hardy Boys, of course, vaguely connected with the Hardy Boys way before the TV show, although this may have been a different TV show. I'm not even sure, but there they are. Definitely a bubblegum kind of stuff on the RCA and Victor label. I do have their first album, by the way. And I've been really getting into Steven? I hope I'm getting your name right. Steven Schnee's videos. He's done a whole series on Is It Power Pop? And great channel. Check him out. And I've been trying to pick up things that I didn't know about that he's recommended. And got the Dirty Looks. One of the albums I was actually looking for, along with the Hardy Boys. Two albums right there that I was looking for at Angry Moms, and actually found it. And weirdly, I'd already ordered this, but I found it online at a good price. But the thing is, this is the original British version. They changed the cover in America. So this is on the yellow stiff label out of the UK. So very happy to have an original Dirty Looks album in my collection. Definitely power pop there. And I could not pass this up. The Shoes, present tense. This is a sealed copy. So this, there's your track listing. Kind of really small right there. This is going to stay sealed at least for a little while. But just the Shoes are kind of the ultimate power pop band, and find this sealed is really amazing. Classical Smoke, Chasm Cat orchestral chorus on Buddha Records, actually Super K Records. This one they're doing Beethoven and all of the classical kind of people, bubblegum style. So couldn't pass this up. Still in original shrink wrap. And there's your Super K label. And it has an original inner as well, with just all kinds of, actually it doesn't, it has a Columbia inner, so never mind that. I'll show it anyway, but it's not the proper inner. Cool Columbia inner though. And it does have a white sleeve in there too. Its original sleeve is in there as well. That's rare for Angry Mom. They're not ones to give you an extra sleeve. Chasm Cats. Jackson 5, third album. You don't see this. You see the first two way more than the third. And I bought it because it has Going to Indiana on it, which is definitely a bubblegum track. And I've been watching a little bit of the Jackson 5 cartoons, and I heard that song and I'd forgotten all about it, and had to pick up the record since I saw it on Motown, of course. The hit on this one is I'll Be There. That might be it. They do Bridge Over Troubled Water. Mama's Pearl is on this as well. On How Funky Is Your Chicken, Jackson 5. pure bubblegum. Sunshine, the Archies. This is a 1970 LP. Ron Dante, of course, all over this. There's your track listing. It's on Kirshner Records. You guys probably know the Kirshner label, yellow, or orange actually. This I just thought was interesting, and it was really cheap. Barry Mann and Cynthia Weil, Solid Gold. This is sort of a various artist record for radio station airplay. It's got the radio station name markered on the back there. And it's all kinds of artists, white label, doing their songs which did them. You know, you see you've got the Crystals, Paul Revere and the Raiders, Gene Pitney, Dusty Springfield, the Animals, the Ronettes, Mama Cass, the Vogues. Just thought it was an interesting album. On Columbia. Here's one I was looking for, definitely, and found it for just a couple of bucks. Great Buildings, power pop all the way, and Great Buildings sort of came out of the decay, if I'm remembering right, of Bram Tchaikovsky, which came out of the decay, it's on Columbia, of the Motors. I think Garvey might even be producing this one, if I'm remembering correctly. But there you go, promo copy. And can't wait to hear this, actually. It's supposed to be really good. And we're back to bubblegum. Star Power, Tommy James and the Shondells, Do Unto Me. This is another, I think this is German. But I picked it up because it's got It's Only Love on it, which is definitely, yeah, this is German. Definitely a bubblegum track. And I didn't have it anywhere. It is not on their greatest hits. So, there's your track listing. Tommy James and the Shondells, Do Unto Me. Another one I was looking for, and the only copy I could find online was sealed, and they wanted like 20 bucks for it. This was just a couple bucks, and I only wanted it for mainly title track. The Street People, Jennifer Tompkins. This is a song that I'd forgotten about, that I knew when I was a kid. Haven't heard it since I was a kid. And heard it in the 18-minute bubblegum special on YouTube. And it's the title cut. Jennifer Tompkins is the track I was looking for. It's on Musicore Records. And people my age, a little older, maybe a little younger, will know Jennifer Tompkins. Not by the title probably, as I didn't. But it's a song that I can't sing, but it goes, oh Lord, come on down, try to spread some love around, I swear it just ain't fair, trouble coming everywhere. That's Jennifer Tompkins. And, not exactly power pop, but probably his closest. Shakin' Stevens, Get Shaken. Trying to think, this might be an Imp too. I think it is. No, it might not be. It's just on Epic, I think. I think it's domestic. It's got a glossy cover. This has his version of This Old House, which I remember hearing vaguely on the radio once or twice before it went away. Shakin' Stevens, an incredible kind of rockabilly guitar player. Really good guy. And last one from Angry Mom. This is Stereo. The Sound of the 60s, LST 101, which is why I bought it. This is a Liberty record, and it's got Gene McDaniels and the Cy Zentner Orchestra and the Johnny Mann Singers, Felix Slatkin, Spike Jones, Julie London, Bud and Travis, Martin Denny. This, I believe, there's your Liberty label, is the first ever stereo record on Liberty. Thus it's LST 101. Which is why I bought it, which makes it just kind of an interesting record. Liberty's launching stereo, and here we go. It's not really a track listing on it, just on the record. But I thought it was kind of cool. Now a few things I got in the mail. Again, a band that I remember hearing about when it first came out like a year ago and then completely forgot all about it. Look Park. Now Look Park is Chris Collingwood's band outside of Fountains of Wayne. So it's got power pop influences, but from what I hear it's much more acoustic and down to earth than Fountains of Wayne. So sort of his solo record is, it's really kind of a solo record, but he didn't want to just be Chris Collingsworth. So Look Park. Looking forward to hearing that one. This just came in the mail today. Matthew Sweet's Blue Sky on Mars. Again, power pop. Probably his last real power pop effort. Says the one with Come to California, Back to You on it. And I don't know if you can see that. It says it's autographed. And it is. Which is kind of cool. It's got a custom inner. There's Matthew there. Lyrics and things on the back. And when you pull the record out, all your record information is on one side. And on the other side, Mr. Sweet has indeed signed the label. So that's kind of cool, I thought. And got that for a very good price, I thought. So pretty happy with that. To further my Matthew Sweet collection, I'm still missing quite a few on vinyl, but getting there. And here we go, the album that I ordered. This is the American Dirty Looks LP. Very different cover. I hadn't looked at the track listing, if it's the same, or if it's the same tracks in a different order. Another promo, by the way. And this one is a promo, which is another reason. They both have the same inner sleeve. I didn't show the other one, but there's the inner sleeve. The other one's thicker. The import, of course, is thicker, heavier paper like they always are. And white label promo on Stiff Records. So very happy actually to have both copies of this album, and I will keep them both because they are very different in a way. Put that away. A couple more here. This band I did not know about, the Trembles. Definitely a power pop band. And this man right here, if he looks familiar, it's Peter Noone from Herman's Hermits. There he is on the back. And they do at least one cover on here, Green Shirt by Elvis Costello. They do. You Can't Do That, the Beatles, they do as well. I've not heard this yet either, but very much looking forward to it. The Trembles. A couple more, going back to bubblegum here. Chasm Cat, Super Circus, once again. Quickie Joey Small, Run Joey Run, that track. And this is sort of a collection of a lot of stuff that was on Buddha, all produced by Chasm Cats. 1910 Fruit Gum Company, Ohio Express, Shadow of the Night, Music Explosion, Chasm Cats, of course on Buddha. I believe this one's on Buddha. Yeah. Buddha label. Still in Shrink. And the Ohio Express, Mercy. And this is sort of their concept album, I think. Kind of odd. Buddha Records. And last but not least, Ohio Express, Yummy Yummy, and Down at Lulu's. I think this is their first album. Joey Levine, of course, on both of these records, producing, singing, all that kind of stuff. Again, just standard Buddha. Ohio Express. And there you go. That is my vinyl update for this week. It's a little late. It's been a weird week for me. But anyway, I hope everybody out there is doing well, staying warm, all of that kind of stuff. Check out my podcast, snapcracklepop.podomatic.com. Thanks for all you do in the vinyl community. And I'll catch you all soon. Bye.